Alright, so I don't even think I've played this game for an hour yet, and I'm already sick of it. Um let's show you one reason why. So I'm just driving along, normally I don't have my headphones on or anything, because I just want it to be you and me, you listening, and the game audio is low. So I'm just walking around, driving around, and I'm like, oh, another car, look, another car. This looks cool. Oh, wait. Pay money, please. Can I not just enjoy the game without driving up to a freaking pay me machine? Oh, look, buy this. Why? Why can't I just want to play the game? Where I'm shoved in my face. Buy this, buy this, buy this. This is put me over it. I'm only playing the game for. I'm probably playing the game for about 40 minutes, and I'm already sick of it. This has put me over the edge. Why? Look at all this. Look at all this goddamn freaking money. Drive up to it. I thought I was going to get a cool looking car. No. Pay us money. Hate Bioware as well. No, I reckon they put those billboards there so you could take out their frustration on them. Like, hang on a minute, like, how do we get up here? Like, screw you, Bioware, you ruined the end, Mass Effect 3, boosh, like that. You know what I mean? So you can vent your anger on them. You may, before this, I'm probably going to upload my multiplayer video. Multiplayer is horrific. It's horrible. It's just for a bunch of 2-year-olds. The multiplayer is just for a bunch of 2-year-olds who just want to piss about. It's nothing fun at all. It might be fun, but it gets annoying. It's annoying for me who just wants to race. You can't race in it. You can't race. There's no lobby mechanic. Well, you probably can race, but there's no lobby mechanic. You just press and join a multiplayer match, and then all it is free roam, and then you can't choose if you want to race or not. The host chooses what race you want to do, or whatever activity you want to do, and it's like drive to the meetup point, and it takes and eventually it will teleport everyone. Why doesn't it just teleport them to begin with? And then everyone's in a random car, you have no idea what car you got to do, everyone's smashing into each other. It's just a cluster fudge. I say fudge, I don't really like swearing. Fudge. A cluster fudge. It sounds nice. And you can't... See, that's a freaking... Look. This, you can tell, I know now, that the icon it has, that means this is a DLC. DLC. Right in my face. Buy it. Buy it. Buy it. No. How much is it? I just kind of must be connected to Autolog. Apparently I'm not even connected. Well, I don't know why. How much is it? How much is it? How much is it? It's probably the same. It's probably the same pack as the other one, I reckon. I have no idea. How much is it? Does it say? It's £4. It's that £4 one. I love how they can say like, oh, here's one car. I don't know how many cars are in it, but here's one car for £1. Yes. That means 40 cars would be 40 quid, the same price as the game. Thank God it's free. I would have been... I was really wanting to buy this at one point, and I'm glad I didn't, because I'm pulling my hair out. In a racing game, you just want to race. It's hard to even do that in this game. You're like, alright, so pick a destination. Pick a race. There's loads of races here. You're like, alright, so this is a race. Set destination. And so, you're driving there, might not happen, you're just driving there. I don't know why you can't just teleport you. I just want to race, for Christ's sake, And you're driving there, oh, here's a cop. Oh well, here's a cop. Things like this gets annoying. I just want to teleport. Why? That gets annoying, especially when you're driving along. I'll explain in a minute why. You're driving along, cop. Oh, wait, here's a 10-minute trying to escape from the cops, you know? And I just want to race, and you can't activate the race while there's cops on you. You know, it's frustrating. You're just like, just arrest me. Just arrest me, you know, and they take you, you know, you just respawn somewhere, I don't know where. I think it's at just a random point. And it's frustrating. I'm like, I just want to race, you know, I just want to race in a racing game. How much is that to ask? You know, I don't want to have to bleeding run around with all these cops for half an hour just trying to escape them, and then crash, and then have to repair my vehicle, and then do all this. I just want to race, you know, just teleport me. How simple is that? And you know, I've heard a lot of people say that the it's a pretty cool car. I've heard a lot of people say that the handling is a pain, and I think the handling is really good for the races. In a racing, I like the handling for the races. But when you're just trying to get to a race, the handling's a pain in the ass, because the handling is quite heavy. You know, it takes a while to change direction, you know, like I guess real would. I mean, I don't know. Never drove a car before, and because that would be illegal. But you know, when you're driving, you'll turn, and you can't react quick enough, obviously, because it takes a long time to turn right, and you'll crash, and it's just so frustrating. The handling is so frustrating when you're just trying to get to a race. There's cops behind you. You can't get out of the way quick enough because the handling is really heavy. But in racing, the racing is fun. The racing is really fun, but the difficulty seems quite a pain in the ass. Like, I don't care if the difficulty is difficult or not, but I think the thing is, all racing games do this. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit did this. You're driving, you're like right at the back, and then at the last minute, everyone slows down, and you go to first place. That's annoying. Why can't they can't do proper AI anymore? You know, how could you do AI 5, 6, 7 years ago, and now you can't do AI anymore? You have to slow it down right at the end, you know, that artificial difficulty. You know, it's, you know, the graphics are really nice. It's basically a gimped version of Burnout Paradise. Burnout Paradise, oh look, more DLC. Buy our DLC, please. You know, Jesus Christ. Ugh, freaking EA, ridiculous. You know, buy our DLC, buy our DLC, buy our DLC, buy our DLC, please. Buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. You know, the racing is fun, but it's just not enough. You know, the racing is not enough. It can kind of get frustrating. You think you're going to lose, and then, like most people do, is they'll be like, oh, we're losing by a mile, retry. But all they have to do is get to the end, and everyone will slow down for you. Everyone will slow down for you. Right at the end. You know, the multiplayer is a joke. It's horrible. You know, you can't freaking get anything done in it. It's a cluster fudge. There's that word again. You know, I don't swear. But it's just a bunch. Just like the multiplayer is like, it feels like it was made for a bunch of 2-year-olds who can't actually hold a controller, who just want to smash into everyone. You know, you can't. There's no lobby mechanic in the freaking multiplayer. A racing game. I just want to fucking race. I just want to race in the multiplayer. How difficult in a racing game? You know, you think in a racing game I could race? You know, oh look, is that more fucking DLC? More DLC. More DLC. This one's a different one, isn't it? Different one. I mean, they may be good DLC. Like, it looks cool, you know, you get like kind of cool James Bondy cars, you know, kind of cool cars. But it just, why does it have to be thrown in my face? Like, I don't care if DLC. I just want to freaking race. Like, it annoys me. Like a cock block. You just want to, oh, here's a new car. Look at this car. It's really awesome. Oh, you have to pay £4, please. Get it out of my sight. Get it out of my vision. You know, I want to play this game. You know, it doesn't help. I'm not in the best of moods today. You know, that doesn't help. And this game just wants to frustrate you more and more and more and more. And like, you're pulling your hair out. You cannot just race. Look, oh look, cops are on me. Yay! Even though I was just racing, you speeding. In a racing game, you're supposed to go fast. You know, so why did I can understand the cops if you hit them, or, you know, something happened. If you hit them, that should be the thing. If you hit a cop car, that should be the only way to do it. Not if you're speeding. That's the whole point in a racing game, to go fast. Of course you're going to be speeding. You know, I guess I can show you the multiplayer now. I might get actually some good multiplayer. It'd be nice to get some good multiplayer. You know, this is the multiplayer. You join, and then you screwed. You say like, oh cool, I can free roam. Nope. You can, but if the host decides he wants to do activity, you are forced into doing that activity, and you cannot get out of it. You have to leave and join another one, which is going to be screwed anyway. And you're put into this, and you're like, what do I do? Where do I go? What do I do? How do I get new cars? There's no tutorial for multiplayer. And you're like, this pops up. You cannot get the menu up in this freaking... Why this is going on. You know. Look at this, really cool though. Look at all this. Drive to the meetup. Like, you are forced into this meetup. You are forced into it. You cannot just free roam now. You have to go to it. Otherwise, you will be teleported there in a certain amount of time. Just teleport me there normally. Like, I'm not gonna drive 2.7 miles. How long is that gonna take? You know, 3 minutes. Screw it. I'm just gonna wait for the teleport. You know, and I just want to. There's no racing. You can't race. I just want to race. There's no lobby mechanic. You can't select what activity you want to do. You know, I want to do a drift activity. Sorry, it's pot of the luck if the host wants to or not. You know. It's a mess. It's a mess. You know, this racing game is a mess. You know, it's a mess. The racing is good, but it's not enough. And the racing is just kind of boring now. You know, it's not. It's the same racing I've done 100 times over and over again. And it's basically the racing is the same. The single player is repetitive as anything. The only thing that's cool is that at the beginning of a race, they have this really weird, cool intro cinematic that can sometimes be really crazy, and you're like, what the hell's going on here? You know, relocating to meetup. You know, the racing is not enough, and it's the same racing I did ages ago, and again, the racing. So what happens is a race. We'll see what the multiplayer is first, and I'll show you what I'm talking about with the single player racing. Obviously, the audio is not loud, like I said. Speed test, starting in blah blah. What's a speed test? I even look. Oh look, you've been taken down. Thanks. That's nice. Look at it. Speed test. All right, so speed test. Well, can I choose what car I want to use? No. Like, where do I choose my car? Look how awesome this looks, and it's ruined. It's ruined by the mess of the multiplayer. You know. It's fun, but when you're just not in the. Sometimes you're not in the mood. You're just being annoyed as hell. You just want to freaking race, you know. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on. Did I make a score? Did I get a score? What's going on? Why did I not get anything there? Why have I not got a time? Well, this is horrific. What is going on? I mean, look at it. It looks really cool. The graphics are great. You know. The driving is good in the racing, and it's just a mess. Like, what car? Like, can I change my car? You can change your car mid-race? What's going on here? You have no idea what's going on. You're like, what's going on? What's going on? You can't tell anything. You just want to freaking start a lobby, pick a race, and pick the car. Like, why can't they have a lobby for this? Or I say what? Meet me at the point, whatever it's called, the pick me up point. I can't remember what it's called. The point thing. And then why can't you select? Why can't it be like this interactive lobby? You know, where you pick your car and you pick what race you want to do. You know, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. It's a clusterfudge. It's just horrific. It's horrific. You know, it's just a mess. You can't race in a racing game. All right, so let's go back to the single player, if I can. Jesus Christ. Like, no. Freaking let me go into the menu, please. Let me go into the menu. No. Let me in the menu. Let me in the menu. Thank you. Jesus, you know. Everything's there just to annoy you. Oh, drive to the meetup. Boot me out the menu, thanks. Jesus. Alright. So with the racing, I'm not going to show you the racing. Well, I haven't even shown you the racing, which is pretty funny, but... You know, alright, so the racing. Each cars have races particularly to them. So basically, all you're doing is when you find a new car, you're just doing the same races, but with a different car. And you're just trying to get your cars, you're just trying to basically collect your cars and upgrade all of them. You know, like, gotta catch them all, essentially. You know, I guess it's fun to, like, smash around, but it doesn't have that, but, like, Burnout Paradise has the cool-ass crashes. In this game, the crashes are annoying, because you're just trying to get around. You know, this game just has normal cars. And, you know, it's not necessarily fun. It's McLaren, let me guess. Pay for it. For fuck's sake. This is a normal McLaren. Why is this not in the... Why is it not in the roster of cars anyway, you know? It's obscene. So... You know, so the racing, you know, the races, you know, you've got a lot of races, medium, they tell you difficulty, you know, you basically use it just to unlock new customizable stuff for your car, tyres, nitrous, chassis, body, transmission, you know, and you basically just keep doing it for every car, the same bloody race, over and over and over, just for the same, just trying to upgrade your cars, you know. I heard the multiplayer was the main point of this game, and it's terrible. The multiplayer is terrible, you know. I, like, any freaking person with, you know, an actual brain will just tear their hair out just trying to play the multiplayer. You know, the single player, the racing is fun, but like I said, it's not enough. It's the same races I've done in freaking Burnout Paradise. It's the same racing I've done in Need for Speed, the original Most Wanted, you know, and it was more fun in that because they had the arcadey racing, you know, the cops were actually fun to race, you know. I don't really remember the old one too much, but, you know, it just seems like Need for Speed is just doomed, you know. Then he just doesn't seem fun anymore. It's just annoying, you know. All this, they're just trying to do all this shit with it when they should just be focusing on the racing and the fun multiplayer without having all this confusing ass UI and like this crazy blue tint that they keep doing with all their games. It's ridiculous. You know, the racing is fun if you can deal with the annoyances, the major annoyances, DLC constantly in your face, you might like this game with the racing. But for me, it's annoying. I just want to tear my hair out, and it just stresses me out, and I freaking just want to play a racing game. I just want to race in my racing game. That's that. Hope you enjoyed the video. You know, I just want to race. I just want to race, god damn it.